I've been doing a rewatch of the original series, which is amazing, and everyone here has seen the original series, I hope? Yeah. So, you know, there's a certain episode, what is it, season 4, maybe, season 5? The episode Coda, which is where we lose one of the best characters in the series, Beth. I watched that episode for the first time again in a long time, and then the craziest thing happens. The next day, it is announced that Beth Green is returning to the Walking Dead universe in what can best be described as a Hanukkah miracle. So we are so excited. You know, when we're talking about who could moderate this panel, who could moderate a conversation like this, you know, I told Paul from our PR team, there's me, you know, I love The Walking Dead. And he said, oh, no, there's actually somebody out there that loves The Walking Dead more than any other person alive. She also happens to be a Multicon OG. She was a panelist last year. She is an absolute all-star. You might recognize her from Good Burger. You might recognize her for just being, I don't know, the greatest human being to ever live. That's right, we have the one, we have the only, we have Shar Jackson as our moderator for this panel.
Need this moment for me. Corey, record. I can't record this. You guys can enjoy this with me, I promise. Oh, it's so good. It's the only other time I've ever been this excited to have that song playing is when I'm in the casino. Because they used to have the, y'all know, okay, you know. All right, guys, literally, I am so amped about this. As my baby said, I am probably one of the biggest Walking Dead fans of all time, and I wear it proudly, okay? You should see my bedroom, it's ridiculous. But I have my phone with me because I had to take notes because I knew I'd be nervous. But this is about to be exciting, and I need y'all to be as excited as I am. Are you guys excited for this? That's kind of half-assed. Yeah, I need you guys to be like as excited as I am. Do you know where you are right now? Because I know where we are, okay? And so, this is, okay, wait, I waited a decade and a half to say this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Walking Dead Live. Okay. No, this is exciting because one, we have two amazing people that are gonna join me on this panel, okay? One is the mastermind behind this entire universe. He has been kicking ass and breaking our hearts and making us feel all these different things for literally a decade and a half. Mr. Scott M. Gimple. Woo! Scott, come on out here, baby. Come on, y'all, give it up to Scott, guys. Give it up to Scott. Hi, Scott. You know we're gonna talk later, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then now I know you guys have been hearing the stuff that's been blowing up on the internet. I know you've heard the rumors, but somebody that has been plucking at our heartstrings for over a decade, is coming back to the Walking Dead universe. Do you guys know who? Y'all are quiet. Y'all too quiet for me. I can't do Scott, do you want to do this? Because I can't do this. No. Okay. No, guys, seriously, I need you to give it up to the one and only Emily Kinney. Y'all are acting brand new with the tongue on the screen. Y'all try to play me. Hi, Beth. It's Beth Green, y'all. Okay, so I guess we're all sitting on separate couches. Is that what's happening? Look how they're trying to separate us already. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, that's better. Thank you. Don't do what they want us to do. Do what we want to do. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
And we do. I didn't mean to answer for you, but yeah.
Oh, no, we need to make sure we can hear you. Check, check, check.
1, 2.
Oh, there you go.
Well, this isn't.
That one doesn't work? We have others, hold please.
Wait, no, I turned this one on. I think we're good.
1, 2.
Now to be in stereo.
We're ready to go.
Now to be in stereo. Okay, so again, I do have my notes because I was super nervous about this. Oh, God. How many of you guys were in love with The Walking Dead the way I was? I'll ask you some of your favorite things a little later. Right now, I think about y'all. Okay. Okay, so I have a couple questions for you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. God, this is so good. Okay, so now that the news, this is Emily, just so you know. Now that the news is like completely blowing up and everybody knows that you're coming back, how do you feel? God, first of all, how was it keeping a secret? How tough was it to keep the secret that you were coming back to the Walking Dead universe?
It was a tough secret to keep. We did shoot in New York City in Central Park, and so I feel like
no one was there. No.
When we were shooting closer to Boston, it was easier to keep the secret. But when we were shooting in New York City, I was like, I feel like people know. I feel like people are seeing me and Lauren hugging, and they're like, something's going on here.
Oh.
So that was hard to keep secret after that point. But yeah, it was. I was so excited to get to go back and work on the show again and have scenes with Lauren again. I have always loved working with her so much. I've loved working with Scott, and yeah, I had a blast. I was so excited about the idea of coming back. It was kind of crazy because I had made before I ever knew about this, that they were planning this possible Beth Green return, I had made a little EP, and for years people have been asking me to record the songs that Beth would kind of like sing around the prison or things like that. And I've been like, I'm not ready to record my next album yet, I don't really know what I want to do. You know what? Let me just record all these songs that people have been asking for. So I recorded it along with an original song called Stephen's Weed, and it was also inspired by spending time with some of the Walking Dead cast. And I sent it to Scott one day just to be like, you know what, I recorded all these songs from the show, like if you ever need it for something, or I was thinking like in the back, and he was like, well, and then it was just like a few weeks, I feel like it was just a few weeks later, he was like, is when they actually told me about it, or I got the offer to be on Dead City. So it was very weird, and then I was like, because I didn't know why I was making it. I mean, it's been 10 years. And like, why didn't I do it right after I left? I don't know, but I just for one random day was like, I'm gonna record all those songs from the show, just to have them. And then it was so weird.
Can I ask you a question?
When I got that email, we were well along with those plans.
Really?
Oh,
I had no idea. I literally was just, I send Scott a lot of times if I have new songs, because I know he loves to find new music, and so I'll just send him stuff I'm working on, you know? So yeah,
and I knew it, and I knew we were really close to telling you, but just the way that things always work out, you want to be careful because for all sorts of different reasons, things can get scrubbed.
Yeah.
And I was very confident, but I still didn't. There's also a superstitious aspect to it, so I literally was holding that secret from you that week, but I knew we were like a week away, probably, from telling you. But the way things go, you know, like, you can find out very suddenly, especially now, like, oh, we have to cut an unthinkable figure from the budget.
Yeah.
And then you're like, we're not going to be able to go to New York City, or we're not going to be able to do this. Like, the ripple effects can be crazy. It probably wouldn't have ever affected something like this, but it might. And I just have always tried to be careful in that case, but I was keeping that secret from you.
Yeah, it was so odd. I don't know, just like the way it lined up that I happened to send those to you and record them. Even the idea that I was like, this is the year I'm going to record these songs, like, rather than any other year. I don't know. And then that were inspired by Beth, and then I would be playing Beth like a couple months later.
And I'm super, there's just a lot of different things going on at the same time, and like there was like a 50% chance that I wrote and be like, oh, can't wait to see you on set. Like not, and you weren't even told already, just because those songs made me think, oh, well, she obviously knows already.
I didn't, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I knew that you didn't, but
That's the best kind of jobs to get, the ones you don't have to re-audition for or audition for.
100%.
Baby. I love hearing stories too.
You don't have a million meetings in a million.
Right, no, but I love hearing stories of organic ways that you guys get to just join up again. How did it feel like jumping back into Beth's shoes? Like,
Yeah.
you took them off a while ago.
Yeah, well, I think this is probably knowledge, but I wasn't playing Beth like as, you know,
In an
a
alternate.
teenager. Yeah. So it was nice to imagine like what Beth kind of would have been like had she gotten to grow up a little bit and like who she would have become. And in a weird way, it was all really easy. Like even like when I met with wardrobe and we were figuring out clothing and everything, to me it felt like pretty obvious. There was so much that had already been set up in the show about who she was.
Right.
And then it wasn't like it was some dramatic turn of who she would become.
Right.
So for me it was like easy, you know?
But did it feel
like,
good?
It felt great. Yeah. It was so fun. Yeah.
there are other aspects to that episode that do make it the easiest episode for members of the cast. I'm not going to say what it is, but
We know you're not gonna tell us.
the acting is amazing, but it's just very much a different world.
Scott, what made you come up with the idea of having her in this alternate reality?
Actually, here's the thing: I didn't.
Okay.
That was Seth Hoffman, but I talked to all the showrunners at the beginning of the season, and I do say, like, there are a lot of characters that we want to see again, and if there's an organic way to do it, we should do it. And I might have even invoked your name. But I was like, it can't be cheap. There has to be a reason. And then, before Beth was in the episode, I was kind of against the way that they were going to do the episode.
Right.
Not against it, like, no, you're not doing it, but I'm like, I really don't know.
Right.
And then I read the script, and I was like, and we talked about it in certain aspects of it, but then in reading the script, I'm like, well, it's earned, it's like really good, and Beth was in it at that point. And I think Beth was also one of those things where it's like, I'm not sure, but I like that part. And then it just all came together, and I've been telling Seth, Lauren, and Jeffrey, fair play.
Right.
I was wrong.
Love that.
Yeah. Although I
How
wasn't,
often do people hear you say that?
I mean, all the time.
Okay.
I think if you're making a lot of decisions, although I made the decision just to support it. I support the showrunners,
Right.
but yeah, David Goyer, who has done a lot of things, like wrote on the Dark Knight films with Nolan. I worked on a show called Flash Forward with him, and he's done a billion things. He did Foundation most recently. He said, as a showrunner, and I'm not a showrunner, I sort of oversee stuff, but I'm a showrunner occasionally. He said, if you're making 5 or 6 big decisions a day, they're not all going to be right.
That part.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. So was it hard though, like, because it's an alternate reality situation, was it hard to keep that organic and true to what the Walking Dead universe is?
You know what? It lays bare the truth about the Walking Dead universe, which is it's about the characters. It's about Maggie and Negan and Beth. And that the great thing about The Walking Dead is even if you took those characters, you took Rick and you took Daryl and you took Michonne and beamed them onto another planet without walkers, it would still be a great show.
I agree.
Because they're great characters.
I agree.
So it's a great episode, and it really shows that truth. it's about the characters.
Yeah. What made you guys decide to bring her back to tell this story, you know, from this point of view?
Oh, well, I mean, there's two sides to it. It's like there's always wanted to work with Emily again, always wanted to see Beth again.
So did we, right?
Well, and the show Tales of the Walking Dead was really supposed to be more like that, and who knows in the future. But this season of Dead City is very much about Maggie and Negan moving away from antagonism, but also moving away from identities that each of them have had. And in exploring Maggie's character, Beth is so much a part of her.
Yeah.
And they're so much a part of each other, and it was really important to have that. And it's such a cool thing to see. You know, there's a big what if part of it. And Walking Dead is a show about questions, and this one is like, you know, what would their life be if not for this, that, and the other thing? And it's really a joy to see. There was, I don't even remember, I always tried to write stories about the characters when we started with certain characters. And I don't even know if I ever showed you or anything, but it was just about sort of like Beth's life up until the apocalypse, and sort of an interesting, well, it was trying to be interesting, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back or anything, but of like, it was about her going to New York, which is kind of funny about, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which, but it was pre-apocalypse. And,
She's like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Emily, I have a question for you, baby.
Yes.
One, can you, just for the fans, you know, you mind singing a little something that
Oh my God.
is a little nostalgic for us? Like
Do you want a
something
little
small.
like hold on or something? That's
Yeah, just give us a little moment, just a moment.
Okay, I'll do. They hung a sign. Wait. They hung a sign up in our town. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monterey Sun, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With charcoal eyes and Monroe hips, she went and took the California trip. Well, the moon was gold and her hair like wind. Said, don't look back now, just come on, Jim. You gotta hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand. I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on.
I just got, give it up, come on, y'all. Just as a fangirl, I needed that in my life. That wasn't even on my list, but I just needed it, so there's that. Okay, so I need to ask you, you know, you're back for a moment. What did it feel like reconnecting with Lauren?
Oh, it's so great. I love doing scenes with Lauren. I don't know why. I really think it was some sort of like meant to be magical thing in the universe, but it's always been so easy to do scenes with her, particularly anything like emotional or, I don't know, just like it has always felt so easy and natural, like not acting like we were just chilling, just being sisters. And I don't know where that comes from, because my experience acting with her is different than anyone else that I've really ever acted with. And we both used to even say, like, there was a relief when we met each other. She came to set the exact same day as me on our first day. And I remember about like a week or two into it, we both were sort of like, it could have been anyone. And I don't know why we said that, but like it could but there was a sense of like, oh, I can just be easy around you. Like you never know, you know what actor, not that someone might be an excellent actor, but it's just not.
But chemistry, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you can't make that up, you can't buy it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but that was something we used to kind of say to each other, just like it could have been anyone. It was just like, so there's an ease, that's what it is. It's not like, oh my God, we're so funny and all the time, but like, Like we're not like bouncing jokes off each other, but there's an ease and a trust that is it's so nice.
I love that. I mean, I know some of my questions are like from an actor's point of view because like, I know what that camaraderie is like. I know when you build those relationships, like when you work on a show for a long time, those people become your family. Like they're not just your coworkers, they become your family. So to be apart for that long and then to reunite, I just wanted to hear for my own selfish reasons again, you know, how that was. So let me see, what else do I have for you guys? Okay, so this is a question for Scott. Okay. Scott. Before we take some questions from the audience, because we're going to do that at some point, guys, I will include you, I promise. If you could drop Beth into any other spinoff or any storyline in the universe right now, where would you send her? And Emily, I'm going to give that to you too, so think about it. Any other spin-off in, you know, any spot, any storyline? Where would you have done that?
It's like I said, I really think that Tales of the Walking Dead was the vehicle and can be the vehicle to tell stories about characters that people really dig from the show who aren't on the show or the show isn't on anymore. We did that with Alpha, with Samantha Morton.
It was good, that was good, yeah.
She's in this little indie movie right now that really could use everybody's support. It's called The Odyssey, and it's
That's
sort of an art film.
I'm all serious.
There's 3 other Walking Dead people in it. You just, if you could, please.
Wait, Scott, I was that chick, I went to go see the movie, right? So I'm the chick in the theater who was like, they're from The Walking Dead! They're from The Walking Dead! But okay, you're watching Odyssey, calm down, okay?
And then this other movie, Spider-Man.
Yeah, just these little films, you know, nobody knows much about them.
But it was really cool to tell Alpha's origin.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had originally designed it for focusing on characters from the past.
Right.
And there's so much that happened in the prison and so much on the road, even stuff at Slabtown that really could be cool stories. And that would be a way to tell like a whole like little movie with Beth or any of the other characters. You know, AMC kind of turned it in one direction. And I think it was executed brilliantly. I really like it, but
if you had a chance to look, like, tell us kind of your insight of like what else you would like to see Beth's character do.
Oh,
like if it wasn't, you know, restricted by the network and blah blah blah. Like, what would you do with her?
Well, you know, we did a time jump between seasons 3 and 4, and it might be interesting to see the lead up to, you know, that life in the prison, because it was quite different.
Right.
But you want to tell a whole story, and you want to try and show a different aspect of the character. One that makes sense, though. One that isn't like a total invention where you're like a whole, like, oh, you know, Beth, you know, speaks Portuguese.
Right.
She's really into it. Like, and we've never heard her ever say anything about that. No, it would be, you know, okay, I'm not going to write it right
It's
here
fine,
now,
don't do it now.
I would say this, that it might be interesting to see her somehow cross with a character that came later.
I'm trying to look out for you and get you another, you know.
We've talked about this already. We talk all the time.
So Emily, what's that same question for you, baby? Like if you could drop your character, you know, into any past, present, future space in the universe, where would you put her?
I mean, my initial instinct is it's exactly like Dead City, because I'd want to be with that, because I liked New York, being in New York. I just in term, like that's my instinct. I know it's not very like imaginative or inventive, but like with being with my sister, and that feels the most like there's a lane there somehow, and like specifically New York City, and I mean I should say probably like Paris is going to be on the first season of the Daryl thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I know the fans would go crazy to see you with Daryl, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
But it's also fun to think about any of these, and we haven't been able to do this that much, but you know, to see characters from like The Walking Dead interact with characters from like Fear the Walking Dead.
True.
Yeah, like to see you and Kim Dickens chop it up, that'd be
That'd be dope, yeah. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I love those ideas. Like everything about the show. I'm a fanatic. I have been since day one. I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I do have like a, you know, dead inside, do not enter on my wall. But don't judge me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're nothing for up here.
you know, I was gonna do it on my nails, and because my nail tech couldn't do it at the you know, in time, I just came naked. I came naked.
But
for you.
you know what? We see it.
Okay.
We see it.
Good. I hope you feel the effort and everything. I have one more question for you as far as this, if you could drop a character into something. So, and I wrote this down, I'm gonna read it so that I make sure that I say this correctly. So Scott,
Yes.
if you could drop, I don't know, Shar Jackson into any place in the Walking Dead universe, past, or more importantly, future and present, where would you drop her and what would I be doing? This is how you get a job, y'all. This is how you get a job. In front of all y'all.
I think this is Dead City. I think this is a Dead City question. I think.
I like New York.
You know, they're building a community there,
They are.
and it might be, you know, seeing a new politician on the rise.
Yes.
See somebody who's gonna take over things.
Say that.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna go get to work right now.
It makes sense to me. I like the way this sounds.
See, that was easy.
It was so easy, y'all. Think back like it's hard to get jobs.
Now you just have to tell AMC to do a season 4.
Yeah, that's fine. Done and done. I'll even be easy on them in the pockets. You know? So, it's a little off topic of just the show and you joining again right now, but what have been some of your favorite things in the past of the Walking Dead universe that you guys are most proud of?
It's hard to pick just one. I feel like there's different moments I can think of. I remember all in the hospital stuff. I did have to do a lot more stunts and things like that, and I remember feeling proud of myself
Yeah.
for, you know, some of that, for some of like the elevator, like running around stuff and learning the stunts. Like I remember feeling like very satisfied about like my work in the hospital. And then of course I loved the episode with Norman with Still, because that's when you really got to, I mean, even for me as the actor, like I knew Beth and I had my ideas. Oh no, who she was. My thing's going out. But like, you know, I got to know her even more in that episode because she was put in certain circumstances she hadn't been in, and just with her and Daryl getting to know each other, I also got to know myself and how she would react in certain situations. And yeah, I really, like, that episode felt so good. It was like its own little play that we got to, and we really rehearsed a lot for it, and yeah, so that was a really meaningful time.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Scott?
I think it was, and really just by you saying that episode, it reminded me of it, just taking chances. Like, I remember saying to AMC, who were great, I was like, oh yeah, in the second half of the first season that I'm show running, Rick, who I love Andy, will appear twice. And Norman and Daryl will appear twice.
Oh,
and
wow.
because I want to focus on all these different characters
right.
and tell stories for them. And that's not playing it easily, you know, that's not like doing the easy thing, that's doing the hard thing.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people who were like, what are you doing? But I think it's what made the show, because again, the show is about characters. And I remember with Beth, one thing, I mean, I'll say it now because I'm an old man, but I would say in the writer's room, Beth needs, this was before even, I think, this was early on, Beth needs to be more than holding the baby. To be more than holding the baby.
Yeah.
And we went hard at that. And if you do this, if you did that job right, the audience at some point will hate you. And that's not something that you like, but it's something you live with for hopefully telling, working on a character that they love. So I guess I'm proud of just taking those chances. And I think that's critical to the show and the universe, and we're gonna keep taking chances.
I love it. You guys love that? I want to tell both you guys thank you so much for being such a huge part of my life, because when I tell you that I'm addicted. I mean, I have a grandchild, believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
I have a grandchild.
He
is 2 years old. I made him sit down and literally watch the whole Walking Dead franchise with me. And he loves it. Okay, my family's a little twisted, but don't judge us. But he literally, and now he'll come in the room and go, oh, he does all those zombies.
That 2 years old, that might be the record.
Yeah, he's 2. Yeah, he's been watching his whole life, but I saw him really paying attention now at 2, so. But thank you guys, because you guys are missing a huge, you're not gone, I'm not freeing you yet. No, you're not free. I'm gonna bring up some questions from the audience and let them ask some things. But I personally just wanted to really thank you guys, because Scott, the university you've created has brought me literally so much joy. Emily, you are one of the most beloved characters in the entire franchise, dude. How often do people come up to you just quoting your stuff or singing to you or whatever? You know what I mean? You guys mean so much to me and to the fans, and so now we're gonna let them ask some questions. But again, I keep having my own fangirl moments here. Do we have anybody in the audience who wants to ask any questions? Come on up, Dom. Okay, cool.
So now that you've opened up the alternate reality door, is there any plans to bring anybody else back?
Ooh.
Or
I think anything's possible.
like, I'm just saying.
Oh.
No.
Well, then, sure doesn't need to.
Yeah, no, mine wouldn't be a return, you know. It's your personality.
Anything's possible there. I will say it's not like a multiverse situation with like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
And.
Yeah. But anything's possible. And certainly, I will say it's very successful what happened. So that's pretty inspiring to do stuff.
One last thing.
Sure.
So I never realized.
But that it was even possible, you know, because you're a main character, you're a character that actually matters. And no, it was the worst part of the job. Like, I mean, you grow up as sort of, like if you're into zombies and robots and stuff like that, you're not necessarily mixing and mingling with people. You're in the basement. You're
Hey, I resent that.
You're rolling 20-sided dice, and then you find yourself with people that you genuinely like working with, but you're telling this story, and it's just the worst. And it was especially bad because, you know, the show goes on. The show was, you know, you have to keep on making episodes and things like that. And one thing I would always hate, I would really get kind of mad about it, is when we were with someone, when I was with someone who, you know, only had a couple episodes left or something, and somebody would start talking about like, oh man, episode, you know, 5 or 6 away, I can't wait to get to this, that, and the other thing, and I'm just like...
And you had the poker face?
I'm just like, shut up.
Right.
Like it absolutely the worst, but we assigned so much meaning to the stories that we were telling. We were trying to tell stuff that deeply affected the audience, and not just horrify them, and not just make them sad, but to examine the people in their lives and how they spend their time, how they spend their love, how they spend their fear. And it's a crazy thing. I don't think you see that very much now. I don't see a lot of shows taking those kind of chances now. And I think also this is a show that social media was just kind of catching on when we were, season 1, season 2, season 3. And I think one of the worst things about social media when you're making a television show, especially an ensemble television show, is that actors read it. Because people on social media, I'm not saying that they're wrong, but not everyone's right.
Right.
And the people who are wrong are generally not quiet about it, and then executives read it, and I think that also makes them afraid to take chances. But I'm trying to think of shows that take like big chances, and I'm not seeing that as much now.
I wish more shows would take more chances, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we have you guys to go back and look at, and you are the blueprint in my eyes. So I just want to say thank you. I was going to ask more questions, but they're telling me to
Did I?
get them.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. She started this. She started this. No, thank you, baby. But guys, okay, they are kind of kicking me off the stage now. They said, "Shar, you did too much." But I just want you guys give it up, please, to both Scott Gimple and you guys. I love you. And you guys, listen, they're not leaving yet. They are going back into where's the main room? That way? They're going back in the main room so you guys can get photos and autographs and all that good stuff. But give it up one more time for Scott Gimple and Kinney. Well, and me, yeah.